You know, folks, there are times in life when you think you're okay. You think you're all just having a great time. There are four of you, like Sex in the City, but I'm Mr. Big who didn't get chosen. Just kidding. But that's really how it feels. One guy, three girlfriends. Perfect, right? The best group of friends. We were always together for everything. For laughs, for tears, for ordering extra rice, for splitting the bill. I was their lifter, their driver, their advisor. I thought that was my role forever. What I didn't admit, even to myself, was that there was something more. My heart was already choosing. Then, one day, everything suddenly changed. It's like watching a TV show that suddenly fast forwards. Friend A has a partner now. Friend B is engaged. Friend C is in a relationship on Facebook. And me? Well, I was left hanging. Left at the starting line while they were running to the finish line of their love lives. It hit hard. It's like being slapped by a truth you didn't even notice coming. The sadness, it's indescribable. The jealousy, oh, don't even ask, it was overflowing. Why them, why not me? Those were the questions repeating in my mind. I thought, I need to confess, I need to tell them. Not to mess things up for them, okay? But for myself, so I can breathe, so I can let out the heavy feeling I've been carrying for so long. Because the truth is, I hoped that maybe with one of them, there was a chance. That maybe our special bond was it. As they say, the best relationships start with friendship. But what if it's really just friendship? It hurts so much. It's hard to accept that the people you dream of can only give you friendship. So I called them. I said, girls, we need to talk. A serious talk. No jokes. I could feel their nervousness, and especially mine. It was like going into an exam I hadn't studied for. Was I ready to hear their answers? Was I ready to get hurt? But I thought, it hurts more if you don't try. It hurts more to wonder, what if, your whole life? So even though my knees were shaking, I went through with it. Because for the peace of my heart and for our friendship, we needed to talk about this. When we finally met, it was awkward. The air was heavy. It was like an angel on a motorcycle just passed by. I started, I love you all, more than friends. And that's where the drama began.
You know, you're the best. You're always there. But my heart looked for something else. I didn't plan it. My current boyfriend just came along and I felt he was the one. My love for you is real. But it's a love like for a sibling. The kind of love that's safe, but not the kind of love that makes your heart pound with excitement.
I felt that. There were times I thought, what if it was just us? Because you were so perfect. But that's it. You were too perfect. To the point that I got scared. I was afraid of ruining our friendship if it didn't work out. My fiancé, he came at a time when I was ready to take a chance. And with him, I saw the future. But my past and present, you're in them. And that will never change.
You know, I waited. But you took too long. I waited for a sign, for a move. But there was nothing. I thought, maybe you only saw me as a friend. So when someone else came along who showed interest, I gave him a chance. Because I was tired of hoping for something I wasn't sure about.
That was the most painful part, to know that you had a chance, but you let it slip away because of fear and doubt. All of them said the same thing. I was important. Our friendship was important. But the heart cannot be taught. You can't force it. You can't dictate it. It has its own mind, its own beat. And at that moment, the beat of their three hearts was not for me. They explained their stories, what they went through. And as I listened, the jealousy slowly faded and was replaced by understanding. They were still my friends. They just fell in love with someone else. And who am I to stop that? After all the crying and explanations came the part for gratitude. It was like a beauty pageant, with a question and answer portion. First of all, I said thank you. Thank you, I said, for listening to me. Thank you for not judging me. Thank you for being honest. It's hard to admit feelings, especially when you know rejection is the possible outcome. But their honesty, that was the most important gift I received. It hurt, yes, but at least it was real. No faking, no playing coy. That's the foundation of our friendship, the truth no matter how painful.
Thank you for your love. Even if I couldn't return it the way you wanted, your friendship, that's my treasure.
Thank you for your courage to say this. Because of this, our bond became stronger. Now we know where we stand.
Thank you for all the memories. And thank you because now we can move on without what-ifs.
It felt so light. It was like a thorn was pulled out of us. The heavy feeling we carried slowly lightened because of the gratitude. This is where we realized the value of respect. Respect for decisions. Respect for feelings. I respect that they love someone else now, that they have their own lives and love lives that I need to respect, and they also respected the pain I was feeling. They didn't belittle my sadness. They didn't say, just move on already. Instead, they gave me space to grieve, to process my feelings. That's true friendship. You understand each other even if you don't have romantic feelings for each other. Respect is the bridge to keep the bond strong. Friendship isn't just about laughter and gossip. There are serious talks too. There are tears. There are hearts that need mending. Our bond is like a house. My confession was like a strong earthquake that shook the foundation. But because it was strongly built, because it was full of respect, understanding, and love, it didn't collapse. There were cracks, yes, but those cracks, they will remind us how strong we are. That no matter the challenge, as long as we are together and talk honestly, we can overcome anything. Moving on, it's not like turning off a light, it's not instant, it's a process. There are days when you're okay, there are days when the pain comes back, and that's okay. What's important is that you're moving forward. I told them, give me time, I'll be hurt, I'll be sad, but don't worry, I'll be back, your friend will be back. Moving on is acceptance that the story you dreamed of wasn't the one written for you. There's another story, and you need to turn the next page to find out what it is. Forgiveness is also important in this process, but it's not just them I need to forgive. Most importantly, I need to forgive myself. Forgive myself for hoping too much. Forgive myself for not saying it sooner. Forgive myself for thinking I wasn't enough because I wasn't lacking. They weren't wrong either, we just weren't meant for each other. And that's the truth I need to embrace. Forgiveness is liberation. You free them from guilt, and you free yourself from the weight of the past. Now our dynamic is different. There's still a little awkwardness sometimes, but more often, it's happy. Their partners are now with us on our outings. I'm the official third, fourth, and fifth wheel. And honestly, it's okay, because I see them happy. And the happiness of a true friend is also your happiness. I'm no longer the guy who's hoping. I'm the older brother, the best friend, the supporter. That role is lighter to carry, more real, more joyful. Because the love hasn't lessened, it just transformed. In the end, love has many forms. There's love for a partner, there's love for family, and there's love for friends. Ours, that's the latter, a love that has been tested by time, by tears, and by truth. Unrequited love, it hurts folks, but it's not the end of the world. Sometimes it's just a door you need to close so you can see the other doors open for you. And for me, the most important door that remained open is the door of our friendship. And that I will never let close again.